Hey, Man in the Mayhem here, and today we are looking at the M5 C5 Cardputer ADV. So this is a cool, pocketable, battery-powered penetration testing device, and it is built up from three main devices. I'm going to show you those now. So first of all, we have got the Lab 5 M5 C5 backpack here, and in here is a ESP32 C5 Room 1U. And this is running the JanOS on the actual monster board itself. This is then paired with the Cardputer ADV by M5, which has also got the GPS LoRa Hat on top as well. So if I just pull on here, you'll see we have a separate GPS and LoRa cap that all fits together with this beautiful 3D printed case. So everything fits like it is meant to be and was all built and designed around itself. So some of the things that are really cool about this is it has got GPS, it's got ESP32 C5, all built around the Cardputer ADV. So it gives you plenty of options and plenty of power to do anything you want to do as far as trying to do some penetration testing and testing of your own home labs and systems. And what I'll do now is I'll give you a quick tour of the actual user interface and exactly what sort of applications this has. So as you can see here, we've got Wi-Fi scan and attacks, we've got Bluetooth mode, we've got compromised data, we've got DDoS detector, we've got global Wi-Fi attacks, network tools, Wardriving, Wi-Fi sniffing and karma, and then our settings menu. Now our Wi-Fi scan attack will allow us to scan multiple networks that of course we have permission to and are using ethically, and then able to target each of those individual networks and have a list of attacks available to us. Once you have scanned, it will allow you to create an evil portal, a rogue AP, an SEA overflow, handshake capture and sniffer. If we come down to our Bluetooth, we can scan for different Bluetooth devices, and we can also use a Bluetooth locator, which will allow us to pick a MAC address for Bluetooth device and allow us to find it and fox hunt it. Compromised data will show us all of the data that we have managed to collect as far as handshakes go, passwords from our evil twins, and also our portal data. DDoS detector does exactly what it says on the tin, and if someone starts DDoSing networks, this should be able to detect it. And now, as you can see, as I've set another device up throwing out DDoS packets, you can see these are being picked up by this device. So the DDoS detection is working very well indeed. Our global Wi-Fi attacks are our Handshake, our portal generator, our sniffer dog, our beacon span and war driver. There's also an option here to blackout, but we'll talk about that in another time. Inside of our network settings, we have got connect to Wi-Fi, we've got ARP poisoning, man in the middle sniffer, Nmap scanner, WAP SBC upload. In our Wardriving menu, we are able to actually Wardrive. So here we can start a Wardrive, upload to Wiggle, upload to Watchdog Go, and have whether or not our trace is on. Inside our Wi-Fi sniff and karma, we can browse different clients that are currently available to have different settings to be able to perform different attacks there. We can also show probes and perform a karma attack. Within our settings, we can look at our UART pins, we can do a vendor lookup, we can see our GPS, we've got our brightness settings, we have our sound settings, and also red team on and off. Red team being whether or not you're doing offensive work or defensive work. So you can make sure that you can have no access to any offensive tools to make sure you stay 100% ethical when out and about and performing recon on different systems. So some of the things that I really love about this is the fact that it's all running off some relatively cheap devices here that are available either through Tindy or the M5Stack store, Alibaba and other such places. The Cardputer ADV isn't that difficult to get hold of at the moment, which is lovely, nor is the LoRa cap with the GPS satellite positioning on it. The other thing that is cool is the fact that you can change the antenna on the C5 inside of the Lab 5 monster board. And you can also change the external antenna for the LoRa board here. But I think the thing that makes it possibly the coolest is the fact that you can run Pyretta's launcher on here, which means you can have multiple firmwares to boot on this device at the same time that can utilize the hardware within the Cardputer ADV and with the LoRa Hat. Meaning that just by having this one device in your pocket, you've got access to lots of different pieces of firmware to use all of these different tools for. The other cool thing about this particular project is if you're looking to print your own cases, all of this stuff is available on Maker's World, so you can go and make your own cases and print out exactly what you want. What I really like about this particular case is it's been designed in mind with the LoRa Hat, The original case doesn't allow you to put the cap on, whereas this does, which just means it's extra awesome. The other thing that's really cool about this project, and something that I haven't done quite so much yet, is the fact that you can actually take this C5 lab and put it straight onto the back of a Cardputer using the Grove connector, which means you can actually exponentially increase the size of the screen that you're having to work with here. Because I must say, I'm getting old now, so my eyes don't work as well as they used to. I'm trying to read this, but it's not practically on my nose, can get quite difficult and a bit of eye strain. So keep your eyes peeled for another video coming soon where I'll be showing you this particular device on the back of the Tab 5 by M5Stack. Well, I hope you found this useful. If you want to look at this project, I'll put all the links to the GitHub in the description and also to their Tindy page if you want to purchase one of their boards. Hope you've enjoyed this. Any questions, drop them in the comments. Happy hacking.